Hey second graders, today you're going to be working on unit fractions and regions. The one thing you need to remember is you need to write the equal parts, how many parts in all there are, first on the bottom, and then how many shaded parts are on the top. The equal parts include any parts that are shaded. So let's get started at the beginning. Go ahead and put your name at the top. Make sure your name's at the top. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is look at this hexagon that is on number 1, and I'm going to divide it. How many equal parts are there? Go ahead and count them. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. However many equal parts there are, that goes on the bottom of your fraction where it says equal parts. So there are 6 equal parts. Now, I'm going to shade in some of those parts in red. How many of those parts did I shade in red? Watch. All right, think to yourself, how many parts are red? I guess it's kind of pink, but they are supposed to be red. So go ahead and count the red parts. That is going to go on the top of your fraction. So it's how many parts are shaded over how many parts in all. So let's count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts are red. So 4 parts is red. So 4 out of 6. So we write that fraction again and we say 4/6. And this should be are red. 4/6 are red. Let's go look at number 2. I'm going to split that one into fractions again. Easy. That one should be easy. Remember what we say. How many equal parts do I have? Well, I'm going to count. These two are as equal as I could get them. There's 1, 2. That goes on the bottom. However many equal parts there are goes on the bottom. Now, I'm going to shade some in red. Or blue, I guess. This one says blue. How many out of those equal parts are blue? Well, I only see 1. So 1 out of 2 equal parts is blue. So if I write that fraction, it would look like this. 1/2 is blue. How would I say that fraction? Do you remember? Think about what we say when we have it split down the middle and it's equal. That's right, half is blue. Half of that hexagon is blue. Let's do one more, number 3. I'm going to split it again into equal parts. How many equal parts are there? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that goes on the bottom. The equal parts always goes on the bottom. 6 equal parts. And how many are green? So I'm going to color some. How many of those parts are green? That's right, only 1 part is green. So on number 3, 1/6. 1 part is green out of 6 equal parts is how we would say that. So I'm going to write that fraction again. And how would I say that? Think about how we say grade levels. 3rd, 4th, 5th. Yes, 1/6 is green is how I would say that. 1 out of 6 is green. All right, go to the inside. That was just a review. Now we're going to work together. And remember, if I go too fast, you don't need to freak out and say, I don't know what to do. It's going too fast. What could you do? Think about it. Pause. Rewind. If you look at the bottom of the screen, there's some double arrows going to the left, pointing to the left. If you push those, it can rewind and go back to wherever you want. Pause, rewind, listen again. All right, go to the inside. We're on the inside. Okay, remember, a fraction can name equal parts of a whole. You put the number of equal parts, so if I'm looking up here, there's 1, 2 on the bottom, and the number of parts that are shaded on the top. Well, there's only 1 part that's purple, so 1 out of 2 parts are purple. I would say 1/2, not 1 out of 2, is purple. 1/2 is purple. Okay, looking at the triangle, those are equal parts. How many equal parts are there? There are 3 equal parts. How many are orange? 1. So I would say 1/3 of the triangle is orange. 1/3 is orange. Let's go ahead and try. The directions say to write how many green parts there are, write how many equal parts there are, and then write the fraction. We have 3 things to do. Let's go ahead and trace number 1 and talk about it. Number 1 says it's a triangle and they're split into 2 equal parts. Let's go ahead and see what they want us to do. It says blank part is green. Well, I see 1 part is green. How many equal parts are there? I already said that there's 2 equal parts. 2 equal parts. So if I were to write that fraction, I would write 1/2 is green. I'd say half is green. Remember, the top number is how many are shaded. I'll write that. You don't have to do this. This is just a reminder for you. And this bottom number is how many equal parts. Remember, you don't need to write that. That's just for your reminder. Number 2, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing they ask us, how many parts are green? Well, I only see 1 part green, so that number is 1. Out of how many equal parts, including the shaded part? So 1, 2, 3. There are 3 equal parts. To write that fraction, I put the first number on top, the second number on bottom. 1/3 is green. 1 part is green out of 3 equal parts. 1/3 of the rectangle is green. Number 3. How many parts are green? I see 1 part. How many equal parts, including the shaded part? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal parts. So to write that fraction, I would put 1 part is green over 4 equal parts. Well, how would I say that fraction? That's right, 1/4 is green. Do you understand? Ahmed ate 1/4 of his sandwich. How many pieces did he eat? Okay, I'm going to draw a picture to help me with this. So if this is my sandwich, and I split into 4s, 1, 2, 3, 4. How do I show 1/4? That's right, I color in one of the parts. And so if he ate 1/4 of his sandwiches, he ate 1 piece of his sandwich. So he ate 1 piece. That's your answer. Draw the picture too. Remember, pause if you need to. All right, let's go to the next slide. Okay, write the fraction for the shaded part. Remember, if you are having trouble, look up here to remind you that the first number on top is how many parts are shaded over how many equal parts there are in all, 1/4. So let's go ahead and look at this. I'm going to start with how many parts are shaded on number 4. 1 part is shaded out of how many in all? 1, including the shaded, 2. Out of 2, I would say 1/2. Half of the circle is blue. Number 5, let's look at that. How many are shaded? 1 is shaded over how many in all? 1, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 4, so 1/4 equal parts. 1/4 of the square is blue. Number 6, remember, top number, how many are shaded? There's 1 shaded, so that goes on top. Out of how many equal parts? 1, 2, 3. 1/3. How would I say that fraction? 1/3. All right, I want you to try number 7 again. Remember, the top number is how many shaded over how many in all, including the shaded parts. How many parts? Let's see if we can figure out this pattern, though, on number 10. Look at the pattern. What number belongs in the box? 1/2, 1/4, sixth. Well, it looks like the top number stays the same. Oh, they already did that for us. I just need to figure out the bottom number. 2, 4, 6. What would go in that box? Well, it goes 2, and I skipped 3 to 4, skipped 5 to 6. So I'm going to skip 7. What's going to go in this box? All right, go to the back. You're on the back now. All right, so looking at the directions on number 11, it says draw a picture to solve. So you're going to draw a picture in this box. Alex cuts an orange into 6 equal parts. Okay. Well, an orange is a circle, so I'll just draw a circle. That's easy enough. And he eats 1 part. What fraction of the orange does Alex eat? So to draw 6 parts, you can go down the middle, and then 1, 2, so that's 3. Let me try again. There's 6. 6 equal parts, as equal as you can get. It's kind of hard to do. And then if he eats 1, like this, what is the fraction gonna look like? Here's my hint to you. On top, you put the shaded number, and on the bottom, you put how many equal parts there are in all. All right, number 12. Nina cut a pear into 2 equal parts. There, cut my pear. And try that. Cut my pear. She ate 1 part of the pear. Nom, 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 gobble, 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 eat. What fraction of the pear did Nina eat? Did she eat 1 out of 6 parts? B, 1 out of 4 parts? C, 1 out of 3 parts? Or D, half of it? All right, let's go to the journal. Write a story about 1 part of 5 equal parts, then write the fraction for that part. Okay, so Joe cut what kind of fruit could we do? Oh, let's do a peach. Into 5 parts. Joe ate 1 part. What fraction did Joe eat? This is Joe. I guess she's eating a pear, but we did a peach. Okay, so think about that. If I have a peach and I cut it into 5 parts, okay, and I eat 1, what is my fraction? How many equal parts are there? That goes on the bottom. Out of how many did they eat? That goes on the top. If you want to use my story, that's fine. You can pause and use my story. If you want to make up your own story problem, that's fine as well. When you are done, make sure you have it checked if there is a teacher not working at the back table. If there is not a teacher to check, turn it in. Mrs. Powell will check it and get it back to you. And you may get on front row, or you may read to self until your station is next. All right, second graders. Hope you did a great job. I'm sure you did.